Selling photos online in microstocks compared to selling your own photo services in the traditional market has advantages and disadvantages. It is a passive income, so your job finishes when you put the photo online for sale. It can be sold 1,000,000 times, but the cost for selling can be as low as 10 cents. Exclusivity in a market that sells digital products makes no sense at a technical level. Those agencies that offer it to producers just do it for commercial purposes, as they want to tell their customers not to waste time checking if they find the same photo or video they want from the competition.
When I started uploading my videos online in 2007, iStock photo was the most important microstock. At that time, there was a problem for me and for the other contributors, and opting for an agency exclusivity could solve it. The internet bandwidth we had wasn't enough, so only sending to the website to get higher commissions on sales was worth it. A year later, the company I was working for installed optical fiber, so the internet bandwidth was no longer a problem for me, and I could change my strategy. Actually, for the first period, I did something awful, as I sent my stock footage to every website that I could find. This brought me a few earnings, and a lot of energy was taken away from more profitable activities. I soon realized that I was wrong, and I started uploading only on the agencies that guaranteed me an adequate income compared to the time it took me to do it.
There are few marketplaces that actually sell in the stock footage market. On the contrary, there are at least 20 agencies that can be considered profitable on selling stock images, at least if you use services like Stock Submitter that allow you to describe the photos once and sell them in several sites. Stock footage is actually sold only by Pond5, Shutterstock, and Adobe Stock, and among them, only Pond5 has an exclusivity plan, which, in my opinion, you should not sign.
The reason why only a few microstocks sell stock footage well is the delay with which their competitors arrived on the market. Those with weak sales today, CanStock Photo, Dissolve, 123RF, and more, launched their video collections many years after Shutterstock and Pond5. Therefore, they were unable to take advantage of the good sales tradition they had with stock images, given that the footage market was already widely saturated when they launched. Adobe Stock arrived late too, but was able to achieve good stock footage sales because it spent $800 million to acquire Fotolia. As said, Pond5 exclusivity is not convenient, both because you can use CSV files to transfer technical information from an agency to another one in a very short time, and because even if Pond5 has always been the agency with which you could earn more with stock footage, the fact that going from non-exclusive to exclusive you can earn 50% more is not convenient, facing the loss of Shutterstock and Adobe Stock royalties. Let me explain. Pond5's exclusivity contributors earn 60% of the price paid by customers, against 40% of the non-exclusive ones. Then, if he had been exclusive, he would have earned $1,500. Those $500 are less than the same footage uploaded exclusively on Pond5 could generate on Shutterstock and Adobe Stock. And the time you lose in order to sell it in these two agencies is minimal, at least if you do it using CSV files. That said, if you read forums and Facebook groups, you will find every kind of speculation about Pond5 exclusivity. But let me tell you, those who used to write their comments are not the best contributors in the world. Pond5's official statement is that there's no advantage in indexing for exclusive producers. So, the only good thing is the higher commissions on sales, along with a priority in the content reviews. Even Palm 5 itself has both advantages and disadvantages with both types of producers. When it sells exclusive videos, it earns less, 40% against 60%. But in that case, there is no possibility that a customer interested in that stock footage will buy it from another website, pursuing the lowest price.
The strategy to use with the agencies is crucial for every contributor in order to go from earning a few dollars per month to making Microstock at least a second job that improves lives. The fact that no agency except Pond5 asks for exclusivity anymore proves that uploading to a single Microstock doesn't make any sense, both for the agency and for the contributors. So I recommend you to send your stock footage to the free Microstock I mentioned, while for your stock images, I recommend that you subscribe to services like Stock Submitter or Microstock Plus that allow you to send them to dozens of marketplaces without wasting too much time while doing it.
Microstockguru.com